On a sultry afternoon in 1976, the sun hung low over the bustling streets of Nairobi, casting long shadows that seemed to conceal secrets of a forgotten past. As the city buzzed with the promise of independence from colonial rule, a former British intelligence officer named Samuel Karanja unearthed a chilling conspiracy buried deep within the folds of Africa's new freedom. Samuel, a Kikuyu by birth, had witnessed the rise of nationalism sweeping across his homeland, but a gnawing concern lodged itself in his mind. He had long left behind the shadows of his past in colonial service, but a cryptic message from an old colleague had summoned him back into the fray. "Meet me at Uhuru Park. Time is running out." That evening, heart racing, Samuel arrived at the park under the cover of dusk, where he found Jonathan, his former superior. The man looked haggard, haunted by fears Samuel could only guess at. "They're planning something," Jonathan whispered urgently, glancing over his shoulder. "A new regime is emerging, but behind it lies a conspiracy that risks plunging Kenya back into darkness. The West isn't finished with Africa yet." With that chilling declaration, Jonathan handed Samuel a ledger seized from a clandestine meeting of political leaders and business moguls. The documents detailed plans to exploit the nation's resources while sabotaging the very leaders who fought for its independence. The names of foreign corporations and shady politicians leapt off the pages, forming a web that connected influential figures from London to Washington. "Find evidence," Jonathan urged. "You have contacts. The people need to wake up before it's too late." Driven by a fierce determination, Samuel leveraged his connections, uncovering a network of foreign agents ingrained in the Kenyan government. Locals spoke of mysterious figures in dark suits visiting government offices, whispering offers of bribes, secretly undermining the ideals of a free nation to control its richer resources. As he delved deeper, the investigation only intensified the danger. The government cracked down on dissent, and Samuel became a target. Late-night raids on suspected informants multiplied, and clandestine meetings turned treacherous. With each lead, he realized he was onto something big, a gambit not just for Kenya, but for all of Africa. But Samuel was not alone, and soon he found unexpected allies among young activists and journalists. The cherished ideals of freedom and equality sparked a rallying cry amongst them, now charged with urgency. Together, they launched a campaign, revealing the nefarious plots lurking in shadows, using every tool at their disposal: leaflets, radio broadcasts, and clandestine meetings in coffee shops. By the dawn of the 1980s, whispers of the conspiracy began reverberating through the streets, awakening the populace. Despite the risks, the tide was turning. Inspired by the revelation, the citizens rose to oppose their puppeteers. In the heart of this rising storm, Samuel Karanja stood unwavering, knowing that the flicker of hope ignited in those dark days had forged a path for a brighter future. And though the conspiracy would not fade overnight, it catalyzed a movement that reminded Africa that freedom is an eternal struggle against those who wish to undermine it.